Hello，大家好，我们这里是
Hello，
Shuu，滑了一跤到台湾，我是倾古，
然后我是雨洁，
也是 Ivory，我们教一点，
聊一点，
学一点 English，学一点英文，
英文，
耶！
好，那 today's topic isn't gonna be zodiac signs like in episode 3, I think, episode 3, right?
Yeah.
I forget. I have bad memory, but anyways, it's not zodiac signs like in episode 3. This time we're talking about a new topic that is very similar, and it's called MBTI.
Yeah.
This is a new trend in Taiwan. So just so you guys know, to keep up with the new trends, we're doing this topic.
Yeah. All right.
So,
and we have a dialogue. Everybody can guess the meanings from this dialogue.
What's MBTI?
Yeah. All right.
So let's start. Okay.
Dun, 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 dun. Hey, Ivory, what is your MBTI?
I haven't heard of that. What is that?
Come on, don't you know about the popular personality test recently? The one from Korea?
Not at all. We don't care about MBTI or whatever that is in Costa Rica.
Well, that's fine. I'm going to tell you what it is.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Tell me what it is then.
All
Explain
right.
to me.
MBTI is the abbreviation from the Myers-Briggs type indicator. Like in Chinese, we also have lots of abbreviation. Like in Taiwan, we have a Taipei station. We call it Taipei 车站. And you can hear there's 4 words. But, native speakers
Too
kind of
lazy.
lazy. Yeah.
It's
so
too
we
long.
just say, we can make it shorter. So we just say 2 words, 北车.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's quite something like that. But we just pick up the first alphabet letter to become the MBTI.
Yeah, MBTI. Yeah. That makes sense. It's much easier like that.
Yeah. And
Otherwise, it's too hard.
And it's a personality test which is separated by 16 types of personalities. There's 4 columns. First column is extroversion versus introversion. E
Introversion.
and I. And second column is represented by sensing, S, versus intuition.
Intuition.
Yeah, intuition. And third column means thinking, T, versus feeling, F. The last one is judging, J, versus perceiving, P. These combinations would have 16 types of personalities for a person.
Oh, so MBTI is basically made up of 4 different characters, and each one tells you a little bit of how that person is. For example, you can be an extrovert or an introvert. Extroverts are people that are like, they can talk to anybody and they will always feel like very energized from talking to others. But introverts, maybe they can talk a lot, but then after talking they go like, they don't have a lot of social battery. So they have to like go home and, I don't know, sleep, do something by themselves. I like sleeping a lot to recover. Yeah. And then you just kind of sleep, and that's how you kind of recover your own social battery, and then you can go out and be like, yeah, la, 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 with other people. But if you don't recover, I feel like a lot of the times introverts like us, we will feel like very tired. We don't want to talk to you. You can't smile with them. You're like, you have the whole face of, please leave me alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally get it. Yeah.
That happens to me a lot.
All right.
Okay, let's continue then.
And there's a types of test we call, you can Google it as a 16 personality. And this is a free but not official MBTI website. If you have interest with MBTI, probably you could start with it since it's free. Yeah. But if you want to do some formal and official test, you probably need to find some expert.
MBTI expert.
MBTI expert to do that. Otherwise, you never know what is accurate MBTI.
Yeah. I feel like the first one, the one Chingu suggests, 16 personalities, is a very good site. It's very fun. And how it explains everything is so colorful. You guys can try it out. It's down below in the links, like in the description. Yeah. But it's very fun. It's a really short test, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And you can finish.
Yeah, probably. Just like 10 or 15 minutes.
And if you want to challenge your English, you can do it in English. If you want to challenge your Chinese, you can do it in Chinese, however you want. Yeah. And it's just for fun. So that's the one we did this week. So we will tell you guys our MBTI soon. Yeah. For now, let's talk our own countries. What do they think about MBTI? So, Qinggu, how is it in Taiwan?
All right. In Taiwan, recently, more and more people are going to write down their MBTI in their Instagram, their social media, or dating apps.
I've seen that.
Yeah, it helps people to find some similarities or topics in their personality or behavior. Just like a zodiac sign, people use them to break the ice. However, I heard some companies in Korea will ask you to test the MBTI to estimate if you are suitable in the existing groups. But I didn't meet this situation when I was doing the interview, so I can't say that will happen if you have the interview that is finding a job in Taiwan.
I hope not.
Yeah.
I hope not.
Yeah.
That sounds so scary. Like rejected because of your MBTI. I would fake my own MBTI for that.
Me too. Me too.
Just fake it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, all the hard work will be going down the drain. That would be so sad.
Yeah. And this is societies. I don't know why, but the society is more prefer extrovert. I don't know why.
Yes, I also feel like it because maybe it's because the people who I feel like extroverts like extroverts because it's very easy to get along, and introverts also like extroverted people because extrovert people, they carry the conversation, you know. But if it's like introvert and introvert, it's like more tiring. But I feel like there are also introverted people who are very good at talking. Yeah. For example, Chingu is easy to talk to. So like I feel like introverts, they could be very social, just that they need more charging or alone time. But it doesn't mean that they're bad.
I think introverts just need to save our energies.
Yes, they have to save their energy. I think just like society has a bad view on introverts, but I think introverts are fine. Introverts can be very fun to hang around, I feel like too.
Yeah. Okay. And last month, I bought an online coding course, which is like an experience camp. There are personal mission and group missions. And if you want to join the group missions, they do access to test the MBTI test since they claim it will help them to separate everyone's group.
Oh, so it would help like with the compatibility and to make it less awkward.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so interesting. I don't think we have something like that in Costa Rica. I feel like that would be very fun. But what if you fake your MBTI so you can get into the group you like?
Yeah.
That also seems possible. How would they know you're not lying?
Actually, I done it before.
I just pretend.
I just pretended I was an extrovert. Then I can maybe that other to see me.
But I feel like Chingu could fake it because if Chingu never told me that she was like a more socially anxious person or like more introverted, I would have always thought Chingu was like extroverted. Oh, yeah, I would have always thought you were extroverted. Like, you would have lied to me, and I would have believed it. I would have fallen for it. No doubt, no hesitation. But in Costa Rica, I feel like not many people care about it. If you ask the teenagers, maybe they know what MBTI is, because I asked my friends and they like immediately knew what their MBTI was, and I was like, whoa, how do you know this? Whoa. Because I don't know mine. Yeah. Yeah, am I getting too old? I'm forgetting the trends or something. Mm-hmm. But yeah, and I feel like teenagers know about it, but in general, we don't care about it a lot, because you don't see on Instagram people writing that, oh, I'm INTP or ENTP or something like that. People don't really write it. But if you ask them, maybe they know. It's because also we're not very influenced by Korea, I feel like. We love Koreans. We want to be like Koreans, but Korea is so far. We love like BTS and I don't know what else.
Blackpink. Blackpink in your area.
Yeah, we love that. Like last time I went to Korea Fest. Like, they sold Korean food and they did Korean things. I saw so many people there. Mm-hmm. I myself, I'm not very, like, into Korean culture. But I had friends. I have friends that are Korean and they were helping. So I went back to check. Everything was so expensive. Like, one meal would be, like, $10. One small plate, $10. That's, like, 300 Thai baht. 300 new Taiwan. So expensive, everything. But it's just because it said Korean. Everyone was like, "Whoa, I want to buy it!" Like, it's because of it's Korean.
Yeah.
But even though like we want to be like Koreans, we can't, because Korea is so far, and Costa Rica is on the other side of the world. Mm-hmm. So we don't care about MBTI yet. Maybe in the future, people will care about it more. But for now, not really.
Yeah, and I heard many of K-pop idol, they also will do MBTI test.
Really?
So that's why MBTI is going to popular in Taiwan, because a lot of K-pop idol do that too.
Ah, that makes sense. I feel like K-pop idols are also popular here, so I wouldn't see why it's not popular in Taiwan. Mm-hmm. Do they also get put into groups depending on their MBTI? For example, like Blackpink or something like that.
You mean they pick up members?
When they pick members. Do they do it together or not?
No,
really?
I think not. But because
okay,
it's like, do you know Twice?
Yes.
And I heard Twice, there's only extrovert person in their group. Yeah, but they have 9 people in their group, but just only one is extrovert.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so scary.
Yes.
Okay. I feel like they could still get along though. Even if they're all introverts, they could still get along. And one extrovert is enough to make the whole group go crazy. Yeah. Because I feel like extroverted people, they always find a way to hype others up, make them like, wow, so happy. Yeah. They find their own way. So I feel like they will be fine with just one extroverted person.
Yeah.
For me, I feel like, let's talk about our beliefs in MBTI. So for me, I feel like I got like INTP 3 years ago, because I did the test 3 years ago, and then I came back this week to do it for the sake of the podcast, and I got ENTP, and it impresses me that not ENTP. Oh, sorry. I got INTJ and ENTJ. I mix my letters up a lot. I keep forgetting what I am. But I am INTJ, and then I changed to ENTJ. Like, just the extrovert and introverted part changed, and I feel like that's very interesting, because all the other 3 didn't change. So I feel like that would makes me feel like it was more consistent, and maybe it's pretty accurate. Yeah, and I also saw a lot of friends, they told me their MBTIs, and I was like, that makes a lot of sense for who you are. So I feel like it's pretty accurate. What do you think, Chingu?
Oh, for me, I think I agree, Ivory, since my MBTI is INTP, and for me, I believe MBTI. If you ask me, I would say not really. But if it just when the test out,
the test comes out.
Yeah, when the test comes out, I think if you say, okay, I'm an extrovert, then I totally agree with that. I think that's accurate because if you we metaphor a person as a battery, and for me, I'm a introvert, and I just going to when I communicate with people or talk to people, I just keep losing my energy.
Oh yeah.
But I need some me time to charge in my energy.
Oh, me too. I also need me time.
Yeah. But extrovert, they didn't do that. They are opposite. They need to communicate. They need to talk with people, hang out with people to charge in their energy. So if it just say introvert or extrovert, I think it's accurate. But others, I didn't
Maybe
sure
not
about that.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't seen. We should all ask our friends for their MBTI, and whoever's watching, you guys can also leave your MBTI down below.
Yeah,
and tell us what you guys think. Cause do you guys think our MBTI suit us? I am ENTJ, so that's extroverted. I don't remember them. Extroverted, intuitive. Like I follow what my gut tells me. So if I'm in a situation and then I feel like this is a dangerous situation, I will get out. I feel like that part made me so because I feel like a lot of the times my gut, my intuition is wrong. So I'm like, I have a bad feeling, but then nothing goes bad. So I don't know. And then the other one is thinker, which is like I follow the more logical side than the heart side. Yeah, than my emotions. And then the last one is J, which is judging. Like I like to plan everything to detail. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty fair. Chingu, do you know how to explain your MBTI, or do you want me to help you? Because I have the chart, like the picture telling me what each character is, so it's easy for me right now.
All right, sure.
Okay, so Chingu is INTP and I is introverted. We already talked about this. Then it's N, intuition. So she follows what she thinks, like in her gut or her heart. And then T is also thinker. She follows logical reasoning. She follows like just her logic, more on the thinking side rather than following her own emotions. And then P is like perceiving people. They're more like they aren't very planning. They're more like Chingu said to me before, she told me plans are made to be broken.
Yeah, plans.
And I think that's very
right.
Yeah. So that's INTP and ENTJ. So you guys can comment down below. Do you guys think it suits us, or should we do it again? Maybe it's wrong.
I recall a funny one.
You recall?
Since MBTI can be pretend.
Oh, you can
be pretended.
Oh, right. You can fake your MBTI.
Yeah, I can fake my MBTI. So when I was still in my the game company, X company, and I don't know why, but we have already talked about the zodiac signs when before, like a first week when I go go
to your job.
Go into the company, but I don't know why sometimes we just talk about the MBTI and we just say, oh, you are E person or I person. Yeah.
Oh.
But when that time a colleague told me, oh, you definitely it's a E person.
Oh, you're definitely extroverted.
Yeah, extroverted. But I said, no, it's a purely introvert. And nobody believe me. They just say, I don't believe in you.
Oh, I see that pretty reasonable. Like I said this before. I would totally believe Chingu is extroverted. She seems so extroverted. So I would not believe that she's introverted whatsoever. Unless she told me directly. But I feel like if I didn't hear it before and I heard she was INTP, I would be like, oh, shocked Pikachu face. Like, how could this be? I've been lied to. But yeah, that seems pretty reasonable. Yeah, for the viewers. You guys would also think Chingu is extroverted, right? I also think so.
And the J and P. Yeah, J and P. Since J judging or judger, they tend to be do
very like
lots of plans. Yeah, details and plans to follow it. But for me, since I'm a P person, and I still do some plans, but it's a more
like
not detailed one.
Not very detailed, but kind of like a guide for you.
Yeah, maybe like okay, I have something to do, and maybe I can do at the first day, or maybe I can do it the second day. Which is okay. If you want to, maybe, I just walk and I'm tired. And maybe I just can go to the cafe and maybe take some rest or drink a coffee. Yeah, but...
so you're like... You loosely follow your plans. Yeah.
Yeah,
very loose. That seems pretty good, I feel like, too. Because I feel like I would go crazy with a P person if they don't plan whatsoever. But if it's like Chingu where they plan, but they kind of leave it like as an idea, I feel like that's okay. Yeah. But for me, I'm like very J person, and I think that resonates. Like resonate is like when you feel like that is something very correct, I feel like. So for me, I resonate a lot with being J because I'm someone who likes to do lists for everything. If I'm going out, I need to make a list of everything. Otherwise, I will forget something. I plan like every single day, like the night before, I have to write down what I'm doing tomorrow. And then in the morning, I kind of wake up and I say, okay, I'm doing this. Wow. Otherwise, I feel like my life is too disastrous.
Disasters! Wow.
Yeah. Without a plan, I feel like it's too messy. Or when I'm going out with my friends, where we make plans and then they're like, okay, we're going. And then I'm like, wait, I need to make a list. Tell me what hour we are going to be here, and I will be here. But you have to tell me the hour, like, so detailed. But without lists, I cannot live. I feel like my brain would explode without a list. Yeah, it needs lists to be organized. Yeah. But that's just differences, you know. Chingu, do you feel like you would be able to survive with me? Like a J person, a very J person? Or would you go crazy?
I think I won't go crazy, but
maybe
I need some time to accept it.
To cool down. Yeah. To chill and be like, okay, this woman is a little crazy here, but it's okay.
Yeah, but if you prefer to do plans in advance, and maybe I have two options. Yeah, I have two options. First option is I just communicate with you and what I want to do, and I told you in advance that you can do the plan that you want. And other options is maybe I just okay, I say nothing. because probably you wanna do everything as a plan, and I probably don't have a space to say my opinion or my thoughts, so I maybe will say nothing. Yeah. But I didn't know if I really go to Costa Rica to see Ivory, I didn't know what we're gonna do.
Oh, don't worry. On that part, if you come, that's not gonna be me planning. That will be my mom. My mom is the one. I feel like when I travel, I'm not so J. Like, I do keep track of my own things, but if it's with a lot of people, I will be more like relaxed. Because my mom is super J. She like says, okay, today we're going to my friend's farm, and then tomorrow at 6 a.m. we have to wake up. We're going to the coffee shop, and then we're gonna visit the volcano, and then we're gonna drive to the beach, and then we're taking pictures, and then she likes to plan everything. And like she always plans out, like maybe not plan everything down to the spot, but she likes planning out, like, you know, at that guy, like so have everything known. For example, she will think about the restaurant. She will go on Google Maps and see, oh, this restaurant looks like it could be good. She plans the Airbnbs, and then how we're gonna get there, the routes. My mom just plans. She loves planning trips. Maybe she doesn't, but she has to take my family. And I feel like when it comes to family, my family, we're all very P for traveling. My dad is so like, oh, I'll just hold your hand, and wherever you take me, I'll follow you. Go with the wind. Yeah. And my sister is like literally a minion of my dad. So my sister will not plan anything either. And since my mom plans, I'll be like, oh, okay. So me, my dad, and my sister were all just following my mom. So my mom plans everything.
When I heard Ivory talk about your traveling experience, it recalled me. I do know why I do plans when I go travel, since
you do plan.
Yeah, I also go travel with. Most of the time, I go travel with families, and especially with my mom. But my mom, I think, she didn't do
P.
any MBTI test, but I think she is a P person. Since every time I ask her, oh, so where do you want to go, or what kind of thing you want to do, or what food you want to eat?
She's like, I don't know. Like, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know, or whatever. Everything is okay. Yeah. Everything is fine. So, okay. Because
Chingu's like,
you're fine. I'm fine. Everybody's fine. So we don't know what I'm gonna do.
What do we eat?
Yeah.
It's okay. You're fine. I'm fine. Let's just eat the air. That's good. Let's drink water for dinner.
Yeah. So.
Well, that's so scary.
Yeah.
Then Chingu, do you become the J person?
Yeah.
To plan everything?
When that time.
Okay. Yeah.
But I still have some P persons what
Influence?
behavior. Yeah, since I just like I said before, I just do some maybe big things, some goal we need to do,
and
but
kind of
we didn't need to follow like a specific time
every minute, every second, like
that. Yeah. Since
I
know we can't follow it.
I know.
Yeah.
I know we are not capable.
Yeah.
I feel like my mom also plans loosely because she feels like if she plans everything down to a second, my family will not be able to keep up. we cannot. But I like Chingu's mindset because I feel like if you plan everything down to the hour, the minute, the second, unless it's meeting up, but if you do something and it's too, like, the schedule's too tight, you don't have time to rest, everybody will be so tired.
Yeah.
And it's like everybody's like dead at the end of the day. That's the idea of a vacation, but sometimes you kind of want to rest, or it gets annoying if it's like, oh, you wanted to stay more time, like shopping. You found a really good shop, and then your mom is like, we gotta go now. Get in the car. It's like,
no.
Yeah. It's like, I finally found what I liked, and this is what you tell me.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's pretty interesting. So I feel like on the J and P side, they're both very accurate then.
Yeah. Oh, and Ivory is a J person, right?
Yeah.
And I think because I'm P person, so I think it really helps me a lot. Since when we do the script, we have a Google Drive and have a lot of Google Docs as a script or
some
information that we need to use. But every time, Ivory will say, "Okay, I want to tidy up those information." And I just thought, wow, you're so nice. I would never. I'm not an organizing person, so I probably won't. I just okay. I ignore that.
Oh, thank you. I think that's just a very huge habit of mine. I love to organize everything into folders because if I don't organize it, I feel like I will literally die. I will explode. I like for my Google Drive on school, I organize everything like this is my Google Drive. This is my folder for school. And then inside there's like 10 folders. There's one that says 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade. And inside, say you go in 9th grade, you will see history, Spanish, English, blah, 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 blah. And then once you click into one subject, it will tell you history from January to February, history from February to March. And I just really like organizing everything because if I don't organize it, it's too messy. I don't like it messy. It's also like a hobby of mine. I find it so relaxing when I organize things. I like to play, you know, the ones where it's like a game and there's a fridge and they give you drinks and you just like have to organize it into the fridge. Those kind of games. Or yeah, you organize a house. I really like those games. I was an addict before with those games.
I know that game.
So much time. Yeah. Fridge organizer 3D.
Yeah.
I would play it for so long.
I saw some VTuber play that game, but I
Oh,
just
really?
thought, oh, you play. I watch you play because I want to hear what you want to talk about. I want to chat with you. But if you just ask me, oh, if you wanna play this game, I would say no. I even don't organize. I even won't tidy up my room or my computer files. Oh, I won't play this game.
You wouldn't play
ever.
that.
Never.
Oh, no, I love those games. Those are my favorite. I would be in school and then the teacher would be explaining and I'd just be like making my dream room and unboxing my house and that would be like so relaxing. But then I had to delete it because my iPad had no more space. No, that's the bad side of having Apple. They take up so much space, like everything. You have no space.
Yeah.
But that's life. Apple users' life. So sad.
Nightmare.
Nightmare. Okay. Do we end it here now? I feel like
yeah.
we have
Sure.
32 minutes of live stream.
All right.
I am so sorry for our viewers. We promised 15 minutes, but extra entertainment.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Shoo! Slip away from Taiwan. 我们离开台湾了。我是倾古。
然后我是 Ivory。
没错，我们每个礼拜一的早上。虽然之前都是说7点半，然后英文的是7点55，但是我们每次都会晚一点，
有一点拖到。
对，因为我们都会聊得太开心。对
，a little bit，
对 ，a little bit， 对，我们都聊得太开心，然后时间就超过了。对，但是我们每个星期早上，礼拜一的早上都会有直播，所以如果大家想要直接的。马上的跟我们用英文聊天，用英文练习的话，很欢迎一起来。如果不行的话也没关系，因为我们也会把直播放在 YouTube 上，所以你们也可以再回去看。所以
好吧，那我们就今天结束了。
没错。
今天聊更久，可是没关系，更多内容。
没错 ，more practice, more be better。
我们这个礼拜好像做3集。3集够时间
，3集的时间，
对，
好好笑，
没关系，会有可能有到4集，
有可能聊太久了，
好吧，
聊太开心了，
先结束了。Thank you for joining us, buddy. See you all next week. Bye bye.
拜拜，下礼拜。